everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. My voice is a little rough because I have laryngitis and it's actually better tonight than it was this morning. I tried filming my Planet Perfect video and God help me, I couldn't speak. So I did the best I could and I moved on. I went fast to that video. I just sped the whole thing up because it was like painful to talk. I've had a couple of coffees. I've had a couple of like glasses of water, and I think I'm good. So probably can't sing because I am going to karaoke. You guys probably know that. But yeah, definitely need to get out. And I just, Chad's going to work tomorrow, so he's home watching the kids. It'll just be me, and I'm meeting up with a couple of girlfriends, so it's going to be fun. Even if I can't sing, that's okay. I usually, if I can't sing, I usually don't go, but my one friend doesn't sing a lot either. She'll sing if like she wants to. Oh, I have all of these little piles of glue all over my desk. That's the crappy part about wearing lashes, you guys. You got to clean them when you're done wearing them. So I just cleaned off my lashes. This is a different set than I was wearing last weekend. That's okay. So I want to do a really fun eye look today. But then I was thinking, I'm like, I don't really want to do heavy makeup. And then the eye look isn't going to look great without like the full face. So I'm just going to play it by ear. Starting with Caudalie. Feels so good on the skin. I swear, guys, it feels so nice. Now, I'm still going to need a primer. I'll go in with my One Size Secure the Sweat. Again, I don't want to go on and on about how much I love this stuff, but I really like it. It's definitely going to be a repurchase. It's like, it's maybe half gone, maybe a little bit more than half. So I'm smoothing this on all of the areas where I need some coverage, some primer. I don't know, maybe I should go in with foundation. It's nice when I don't have a lot of foundation on, because then I don't feel so like covered up and my skin feels nice and fresh. So that's on, and then I think I would just have to basically do some cover up with concealer. Maybe that's just what I'll do. So I am going to do brows though. So I'm going to use my Brow Blade by Urban Decay. This is Cool Cookie. That's the shade. It's a pretty thin little like pencil, so you have to be careful. So I'm going to fill in my brows. I usually do like a thick line down the front. My brows are not even. It's just kind of the way I've plucked them over the years and like how they started to grow in. So then I draw a line from the start of my brow underneath to the arch. And then again on the top as well, I try to even it out to try to make my brows look as similar as I can. And then I come down, and I don't do like, I just do like strokes down because my eyebrow doesn't really go up and out like some people's do. So I just do what my like natural brow shape is. I don't try to make it into something that it is not. But I do need to fill in the sparse areas of my brow because I have a lot, because as all of us 90s girls did back in the 90s, we plucked our brows because back then it was cool to have skinny brows. So I'm not even going to brush that out. I'm just going to use my Benefit Brow Setter Gel, and this kind of like makes it even. So I brush it through, and then it just kind of naturally distributes the brow product, and it also helps set your brows in place, especially if you have bushy brows. I do not have bushy brows, but it does help to make them look nice and gelled and manicured together. And then if some of my hairs are longer, which they are, I have to give them a trim soon. I just take my fingernail and run it along, and then it just falls naturally into place. So I think the next step is I'm going to go ahead and do eyes. It's going to look a little weird without my full face first, but then I'll be able to judge better how much product I need in my face, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and do eye primer. I don't usually use this much, but I'm going to use some sparkly shadows today, so I might need it. This is the Sigma Eyeshadow Base Primer in Ignite. I don't know if they have that product still, but it's a really good one. I'm going to blend this out, and I was also thinking I should add liner. So I'm going to pull out the palette that I plan to use tonight. I think I'm feeling like some kind of glam sparkle. And as for the lower lash line, I'll have to wait until my concealer is in place. So I'll come back to that. I'll keep the palette out. I think I'm feeling the Cosmos palette right now by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Haven't used her in a while. So here's the Cosmos palette. She's so pretty. My super cluster fell out. And it wasn't just on me now. It was like when I first got the palette, it was like busted. So I just dumped it because I was like, I'm not gonna sit around and moan about that. So the nice thing about this palette, it has like actually 5 matte shades, and then the rest of them are all sparkly. So I can do some playing with that. I really like that. But if I do get fallout down here, I can just wipe it away with makeup wipe. Okay, so for this palette, it does have a lot of brown tones in there, but the sparkle shades kind of turn it into something different. So I'm going to use a black liner. So I have the perfect one. This is the Rare Beauty. Well, I can't even read that. It's so tiny. Rare Beauty, Perfect Strokes. Am I blind? I feel like I'm blind. Anyway, it's the gel liner, the black gel liner. And it says Perfect Strokes, but I can't read the rest of it. So I'm going to line my waterlines with this. So the thing I like about this is it's gel and it goes on really nice and dark. And it's not like too waxy. So it doesn't like separate, if you know what I mean. So sometimes if you put one on and then you put another layer on, it will separate and it won't come as dark as you want it. Gel liners are usually really, really good. Usually, because I've run across a few that are not so great. Okay, so let's go into shadow. So I'm going to start with Comet, I think. Comet is definitely more of a red toned, but we're going to move into Mars, which is again more of a red toned shade. So Comet is going to go in the crease here. And I always make my crease a little bit higher than what my crease actually is, because I notice when I look down, if I put it right in the crease, it still looks like half my lid is like missed out. So I put it up a little bit higher and then I just blend up and out. And then when I do this, because this blends it more towards the brow, which is kind of what I want anyway, when I put in the darker shade, it's going to look good because I always go into the darker shade a little bit lower. And we can blend that out with a clean brush anyway, so I'm not too concerned about leaving it like that. Still keeping with Comet here for the other eye. The thing I also like about this so far with the mattes anyway, it's not too powdery. So that's nice. Okay, and I'm just going to blend it up and out. So I'm just going to smooth that out with my finger. Actually, I don't even need to like use a brush. It looks really, really nice. It's a good blend. I'm going to go in with Mars now, which is more of a deeper red, and blend this in my actual crease. Deepening that crease up a little bit. My husband's just going to put my baby to bed, so I'm afraid he might start crying. He hates getting his teeth brushed, and that's why every time I do my makeup video, he's getting put to bed, because it's about the same time I put him to bed, right? So then he starts crying. So I'm sorry. Sorry if you hear that. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this up and out a little bit because I figured this side is blended nicely, but this side wasn't as much. So the lower lash line, I wonder if I should blend that out with this color too and then just add sparkle on top. Maybe we should do that. I'm going to take a clean brush. This is an eye shading brush, but I'm going to use it for the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with Mars, which is already a pretty dark color, and smoosh, yes, I said smoosh out the lower lash line. And add that color there. And then we'll go in with the first brush and blend it. I know I said I wasn't going to add it till after, but I did. So I guess if there's color there, it doesn't really matter if there's like concealer. And if I have to go back and retouch it after concealer, we can do that. Okay, so that's my base. I'm just because I can, I'm going to take a clean brush and blend this out. Okay, and clean up that little corner because that looks weird. Good. Then next, I want to go in with a crazy shade. I don't know if I want purple. I don't know if I want mercury either, and I don't want pink, or do I? That's definitely pink. That looks more purple. This is definitely more green. I've always played with this shade. I'm just going to test these shades out on my hand to see what they look like. So this is Sun. Oh, I don't know what looks better. Sun is, oh, okay, definitely almost like a golden color. Orion is very light. It's almost like a pink golden color. Yeah. Mercury. Oh yeah, Mercury is silver. I don't know if I want to work with silver right now. It's like gunmetal. Quasar is that green shade. Supernova. You guys, I might have to go into Supernova. Didn't really want purple on my lid though. And then Galaxy is way too dark. Galaxy is black. Can't even really tell, honestly. This one's definitely more bronzy. This is more pink. That is definitely gunmetal gray. That's green with almost like a gold tone. It's like my favorite color. This one is like iridescent purple, and then that's the black color. I don't think any of those, I'm not vibing with any of them right now, actually. Super Cluster is just kind of gone. I don't even want to use it. That's silver. I'm going to wipe my fingers up. I might have to use a different palette, you guys. Honestly, I don't usually do that, but I'm just not feeling any of those colors right now. Maybe it's just because of the warm tones. I don't know. I do not know. I'm just going to look at all my Anastasia palettes. Might as well stay with Anastasia. I don't mind the shade Haze. Haze is in the Rose Metals. Yeah, Rose Metal. Haze is still kind of like a green color almost, like a brownie green color. Nova is pretty too. Let me try that. Let's put this on the lid. Okay, that's pretty. Okay, Haze it is. I knew I wanted sparkle, I just didn't know a metallic. I'm just gonna put it over the entire lid. And maybe on that bottom, I'm wondering, I kind of like the idea of going in with Royal. I haven't actually used that shade in this palette yet. And this shade that I'm working with right now is so nice and buttery and smooth. So nice. Okay, that looks really nice. I'm just going to take my brush, dip it in that color just a tad, and run it through the crease. Okay. Felt a few little particles fall down on my face. Put those away. I'm going to go in with that like stiffer brush that I used for the lower lash line and dip it into Royal, which is that bright red. Ooh. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I'm feeling this. Much more than the other one. That is really pretty. Now what do we need to do? We need to conceal. So I've got my little pot concealer here. I don't know if this is too light for me right now. Let's see. Take care of that inner corner business I got going on. I'm just going to blend right up to that color, and then I can always come back and blend it out. I always get really red right when I'm doing my makeup too. I always do it around my nose because I have quite a few veins around there. We'll do some warming up of the face. A little bit on my sunspot here. This is my most noticeable one. I'll leave it bright because once I put on contour, it kind of comes out of the woodwork again. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm going to go in with contour. I'm just going to use my Nars today. I love using cream products. There's something about it. So I did dampen my sponges for this purpose. I'm going to contour my nose here. A little bit under my lip. Just underneath the jawline here. Okay, I think that's good. Just gonna blend out the forehead a little bit more. Now we need some cream blush to kind of balance that out. I like to blush because this looks really red right here, so blush is perfect. I'm gonna go in with a shade, the perfect one. This is e.l.f., the Putty blush, and I believe the shade is Hibiscus Haze or something, or Hibiscus. I like this one. I'm gonna use this sponge. We're gonna sponge it on. And I will come down here because this is like the natural place where I blush when it's natural and not like makeup. So as soon as I'm done this, we're going to line the upper lash line. I'm going to go off camera, put on mascara and lashes, and we'll come back for highlighter and lips. Okay guys, lashes went on pretty good. So I'm really happy for that. I'm going to take my brush, and I think I'll take a brush that I can kind of buff up the lower lash line a bit and blend, because it was looking a little choppy all up in there. Okay, I'm going to spray first, and then we're going to highlight. That is probably one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to take my fan my face dry. I love this step. And lips, I'm really loving the natural look, but I always feel like I need something. If I've dressed up my eyes, I feel like my lips need something too, but maybe not. Maybe I just need some lip gloss to do what to do. I do have a couple of weird lip products here. They're weird. They're like really glossy, but they're more natural. They're Makeup by Mario. I've got Barely Pink, Bare Glow, and Blush Glow. Let me try Bare Glow. It's really mushy, so as soon as you put it on, it just like melts. That one's okay, I guess. I feel like it still needs some kind of outline though. Ooh, and it tingles too. I don't know what this lip liner is going to do. This is Maybelline ColourSensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade 105 Nude Whisper. It's really light, so let's see what happens here. I usually go for a darker color, but I don't know, I'm feeling that right now. I'm kind of feeling like a lighter lipstick, lip gloss. I always tend to go for lip glosses rather than like lipsticks, not because, well, I guess, not because I'm a scaredy cat, like I'm afraid of getting the shape right. I don't know, I just don't tend to do that. Okay, and then we're gonna go into, I usually use my, well, what's that called? I'm going to use Rare Beauty today. This is the, doesn't even tell what kind of highlighter it is. Anyway, it's the Silky Touch highlighter. I don't know. I'll try to find the name for it down below. The Exhilarate highlighter. That's the shade, Exhilarate. So, find my little brush. Highlight. Whoa, dude. Okay, too much highlighter. We're gonna have to go in with the powder brush or something. Did not expect that to come off so cheeky. Okay, so we're gonna have to touch things up because that's like, whoa, that's like way out there. So blending this out, I'm gonna use my blush brush. I don't have any product on there, but I'm just gonna like, you notice how I didn't use any powder? Okay, smush the lips together, blend out the highlighter. Good. Okay, and then what we need is some inner corner highlight too. So same thing, except, oh, I got makeup on my shirt. No. I'm going to use a tiny brush and just pop this on the inner corner. In underneath the brow. Okay, I think we're good to go. All right, guys, how's that? I think it doesn't look too bad. Maybe a little bit more highlighter on my cheek if I have some left on the brush. Looks good. All right, so that's it for my makeup look for tonight. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I feel like these lashes are shorter, so I left them further away from the middle, but I think that's okay. The only important fact is like when you shut your eyes, they don't bug you anywhere. So that means the comfortability is good. So just swipe under the eye with this brush and touch up the lower lash line a little quick bit here. I'm in love with that color. Okay, so that is it for this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new, please subscribe, click on the bell button, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.